Hello, my name is Michele Decker. I'm here this morning with Don Prickle, my colleague, and we'd like to welcome you to the Learning Organization Video Forum. We're here this morning with Don to talk about the concept of guiding. And it's come out of the work that we've done in a series of books called The Outcome Primers 2.0. And Don authored the book called The Guiding Primer. So our purpose this morning, Don, is to sort of talk about this concept of guiding. Why guiding versus teaching? How is that going to, how do we feel comfortable with that change in role?
Well, when we use the term guiding, it really changes our perception of how we see ourselves as educators. It actually changes our focus on what we do in the classroom, and our profession. You know, using the term guide helps us to see the focus is basically on the learner's journey. And when we shift away from the concentration of what we are doing in front of the classroom to a focus on the learner's journey, we're in a much better position to look at the concept of guiding over teaching. Also, when we use the term guiding, it actually takes us beyond content to really looking at essential content of developing skills in the learners. And it actually helps us to work with the learners in solving issues surrounding that content. And it also helps to assist them in achieving proficiency surrounding some of the meaningful assessments that we try to create. Now, all of that is aligned primarily around what we call the intended learning outcome statement.
And the outcome statements really focus outside of the learning environment.
Actually, yes. In fact, it's all about, when we think about guiding instead of teaching, it's all about the outcome statement. Mm-hmm. It actually asks us as guides to think very pointedly about this question: what do learners need to be able to do out there in real life roles that we as guides are responsible for in the classroom? Yeah. You know, when we think about teaching and then guiding, and we think about the shift from guiding to teaching, it requires us to do a slight shift in our imagination, in our mind's eye, primarily about shifting from what we always know traditionally as the sage on the stage, espousing everything we know, to basically being a guide at the learner's side. And so, in effect, when we use the term guide over teaching, what we are oftentimes asked is, how does this violate the concept of learning? Well, actually what it does is it enhances our perception of what it means to teach. So that's a few reasons on why we think we use guiding over the word teaching.
And it feels comfortable. And I think most of us, as we reflect on it, realize that we truly are there to guide the learner. We can't learn for them.
Right.
I can't pour information into their head. I have to help them learn the information. So it makes a lot of sense that you truly are guiding them along their learner's
Absolutely.
journey.
Absolutely.
That's great. Thank you, Don.
Okay.
So if you'd like more information about guiding, you can go to our website, www.outcomeprimers.com, as well as our books are available through our website or through Amazon, actually.
Absolutely.
So the Guiding Primer is one of a set of 6 books, and we go from outcomes to sustainability and everything in between. So thanks so much for joining us.